Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Jennifer for the Median in the all-new Nissan Pathfinder. According to Nissan, the design is a little more bold and rugged than the outgoing model. But Nissan has made a lot of improvements to this vehicle. First off, it's powered by a 3.5-liter V6 with 284 horsepower and 259 pound-feet of torque. You can get the Pathfinder with two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. And if you get the four-wheel drive model, you have this little drive mode button down here for seven different drive modes. Sand, mud and rut, snow, auto, eco, sport, and tow. They adjust the four-wheel drive system and the braking and the throttle mapping, the shifting for the all-new 9-speed automatic transmission, depending on which mode you're in. Nissan claims that the 9-speed auto improves fuel economy, that 9-speed also helps acceleration. And it is pretty good. Not bad for such a large vehicle. Nissan has also made the Pathfinder much quieter. There's thicker glass, there's thicker padding underneath the carpet, all in an effort to make this cabin more serene and quieter. And this cabin is a really nice place to be. We're in a Platinum model, which is the top of the line in the Pathfinder lineup. There's the S, the SV, the SL, and the Platinum. This one is a Platinum all-wheel drive, so it's got everything. The base price of the Pathfinder is just over $33,000. This one comes in over $51,000 with all of the bells and whistles. In lower trims, there's a standard 7-inch in-dash gauge cluster for the instrument binnacle, but in the higher trim models, we get this 12.3-inch configurable digital cockpit, digital screen. There's a couple different modes that you can view. There's a button you push on the steering wheel and it says change meter view, and you hit that and it goes from sort of a standard tack and speedo to those pushed off to the side, so you can actually see the map for your nav system much bigger. Smart. Standard is an 8-inch touchscreen over here above the center console, and the up-level trims you get a 9-inch touchscreen, which works pretty well. You got little buttons on the side to slide back or to move the screen back and forth, or you can just slide it back and forth. But there's a nice row of buttons underneath the screen to access a lot of those features as well, which means you can get to those things a lot quicker than you might have to instead of scrolling through menus in a screen. Very smart, Nissan. There's also something called Easy Flex, which is a one-touch button to move those seats forward, even if there's a car seat in there, so you can access the third row much easier. Standard across all of the models is Nissan Connect with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's a lot of other optional items that are digital sort of things, but Pro Pilot Assist, it is a hands-on driver assist technology that kind of helps during stop-and-go highway driving and makes long drives, according to Nissan, on the open highway easier. It combines steering assist, intelligent cruise control to help modulate acceleration, braking, and steering, whether you're in heavy traffic or on the open highway. The Platinum model adds Pro Pilot Assist with NaviLink that was first introduced on the 2021 Nissan Rogue. So what that does is combines Pro Pilot Assist with Nissan's door-to-door navigation system, where the navigation map data proactively can manage speed during freeway curves or junctions, and it also helps the driver slow down for freeway exits. Interesting. Then there's safety. Automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, high beam assist, rear automatic braking, class exclusive according to Nissan, intelligent forward collision warning, intelligent driver alertness, and rear door alert is also standard with blind spot intervention, and then intelligent lane intervention and traffic sign recognition are available. There are also 10 airbags in the Nissan Pathfinder, or 11 airbags in the Platinum model. The steering's actually all new. It's a dual pinion electric steering rack, and it has not outstanding or exceptional feedback, but good informative feedback. You know, you turn the wheel, it changes direction, duh. But you can feel modulations and undulations in the road. It's a nice steering rack, and the suspension actually is really well controlled. The ride is really comfortable. Up front is an independent strut suspension with rebound springs and a solid stabilizer bar. Out back is a multi-link rear suspension with a hollow tube stabilizer bar. Both front and rear have twin tube shock absorbers. What that means is, whether you're towing, got a vehicle full of kids or groceries or sheets of plywood, which you can put the seats down and actually just slide right in, the ride is good. It's really well controlled, it's really well balanced, and I'm really impressed. The buttons here for the HVAC are so welcome. They're so nice to have. You just turn this little dial here and you can control the temperature. You can turn it on and off with just the push of a button. You can turn on your heated seat with just the push of a button. Cooled seat with just the push of a button. You can't do heated and cooled at the same time, unfortunately. It is really nice when it does that. The fit and finish is really nice. This Platinum model has a really nice two-tone leather interior with this sort of saddle-colored brown and some black trim on the seats. The stitching looks really good. The materials are nice to touch. There's too much gloss black like everybody's doing. There's some nice silver trim in here and around here. The shifter's interesting for that 9-speed automatic. Nissan smartly puts in an auto stop start turn off function button right here next to the mode shifter for your different drive modes. This new Pathfinder is really, really well thought out, and I am really impressed. There's also a boatload of room and little storage cubbies everywhere. You've got storage cubbies in the door that can take a big water bottle, big storage here in the middle. You've got this, there you go. You got the center console that can swallow a purse. You got a little thing here to hold your phone. You've got wireless charging up front. There's a shelf here in front of the passenger that's rubber matted, so you can the passenger can put their phone up there. The room in the back is more than ample for me to sit behind myself. Third row, not as much, but you don't expect that in most vehicles, even with 3 rows. But for kids, people that aren't 6'2", plenty of space. This monster panoramic roof here is really wonderful, and when you're sitting in the back, makes the whole cabin feel that much bigger. The Pathfinder is really well thought out. It's really comfortable. The power from that V6 is more than adequate and actually allows you to tow up to 6,000 pounds with the new Pathfinder. But here's how I can tell you that I really like this vehicle. So Nissan provided us this Pathfinder as a support vehicle while we're shooting the all-new Z for our other outlet, Auto Exotica. And it worked great for hauling all of our gear, all of our cameras, our crew, and everything else. That's all well and good. But at the end of the day, when I had the choice of taking the new Z home or the Pathfinder home for the weekend, I wound up in this. If you follow Auto Exotica at all, you know that that whole outlet is about sports and performance cars. I own sports cars. I drive them all the time. And while the Z is a solid vehicle and fun to drive, I just wanted the comfort of this all-new Nissan Pathfinder. So this over a Nissan Z for the weekend should really tell you all you need to know. If you don't have the Nissan Pathfinder on your shopping list and you're looking for a new family vehicle and you want an SUV, write it on the list. This is definitely something that's worth your time to go check out. Nissan, bravo. I am really impressed with this Pathfinder.